All right, shalom. All right, shalom.
Shalom.
First and foremost, we have to give all the praises, honor, and glory to the Heavenly Father and His only begotten Son, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash. Double honors and respect to our apostles and elders, a great millstone who rule well and taught us His truth. I would also just say much love, peace, and salutations to the Lord's elect, the whole flesh and 1/3. This is Brother Salah.
Brother Barak, what's up?
All right. In today's lesson, man, we can be talking about these devils, man. These devils, man. For all the crimes and atrocities that they've committed on the earth, man. They're gonna pay, man. They're gonna pay double for what the fuck they did, man. All the shit that these devils commit, during chattel slavery, man, during World War I, World War II, man, all the way up to like 2026, man. With the whole EP Stein files, man. These devils, and even that shit alone, man. And that's enough for Yahweh Bashem Yahshua to destroy this place, man. And so we're going to open up with the book of Obadiah, chapter 1, verse 15, right? And it says here, "For the day of the Lord, Yahweh Bashem Yahshua, is near upon all the heathens. As thou hast done, it shall be done unto thee. Thy reward shall return upon thine own head. For as ye have drunken upon my holy mountain, so shall all the heathen drink continually. Yeah, they shall drink, and they shall swallow down, and they shall be as though they had not been." So you heathen, especially you fucking Edomites, man, get ready for captivity, man. Man, because the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushai's judgment, that's gonna be near, man. You best believe it. But upon Mount Zion shall be deliverance, and there shall be holiness in the house of Jacob, and shall possess their possessions, man. So we're gonna possess all you heathens, man. During the time of during the time of the kingdom, man. Once Yahweh Shai comes back, man. The elect, the 144,000, or seven rulership, all the heathens get put in the chains, man.
And for these people that don't want to believe that, the scriptures in Revelation say it plain and clear. Revelation 13:10, he that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here is the patience and faith of the saints.
Right. Yeah, that's right, man. And we are patiently waiting to put you damn devils in captivity, man. Because think about it, man. Like I was speaking with the brothers, right? Your little backstory. It's not gonna be about myself, man. I was telling them a little bit of history about my grandfather and how he had to like when he was like 2 years old, man. Him and his family, right? They had to what's it called? They had to struggle through the atrocities of World War II, right? And they were running away from the fucking Japanese, man. And it wasn't just the Japanese, man. Esau will tell you in the history books, oh, it was the Japanese that invaded, the Southeast Asia, like Philippines and all that. But it wasn't just them, man. It was them and you fucking Moabites too, man. You damn Koreans as well, man. And from my grandpa tells me, it was mostly you Koreans, man. You motherfuckers, man. You're going out there, raping women, man. Killing men, women, and children, man. You fucking heathens, man. You got a serious judgment as well, man. I'm telling you. And and I bring out and what happened during World War II, man. It was what a whole fucking power grab for Esau, man. Man, in Europe, man, it was them, trying to get a hold of Africa, Asia. That's what everything. That's what the whole World War II was about, man. It wasn't about no fucking Nazis, man. That's the damn cover story they want you to believe, man. It's these Edomites fighting control over who owns what territory of like what continent in Africa or East Asia, man. That's what they've been fighting. And
we get on Esau, right? But we also get Moab. He's gonna get judgment too, right? This is the book of Isaiah 25. It says, "For in this mountain shall the hand of the Lord rest, and Moab shall be trodden down under him, even as a straw is trodden down for the dunghill." Right? These people are literally like pieces of shit if you think about it. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? These heathens, man. That they give us strange looks and dirty looks and stuff, but really they're the real pieces of shit, man.
And, this scripture in the book of 2nd Esdras 6:56. As for the other people which also come from Adam, thou hast said that they are nothing, but be like unto spittle, and has likened the abundance of them unto a drop that falleth from a vessel. Okay, so you other nations are spittle, and it's because of the atrocities that you have committed. The Lord's not dealing with you other nations, you heathens. You're gonna get put into captivity.
Yeah, man. Yahubashi Shai, man. He's exposing your evil ass counsel, man. Starting with an EP Stein files, man. And more is gonna be revealed during these latter times, man. What did Iran say? Iran said they're gonna release the rest of the what, man? The files or the videos that they have on, like, DJT Caesar Nero 47. So all this wicked is coming to light, man. Yeah, you best believe it, man. This is through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashim Shai, man. If it was a man, this would have failed a long time ago. But guess what? These devils know that this is the truth, man. That's why they're fighting so hard to try to censor the internet, man, which goes into what? The family of the word, right? So I'm going to read Micah chapter 2, verse 2. And it says here, woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it because it is in the power of their hand. Right. So these damn devils, right? They always plot the next scheme, right? Or what's the next pandemic, or what's the next or what's the next major event, right? And here are the distractions that we're going to use, so the people can fall in line and believe, man.
And what do they talk about? The goddamn Super Bowl, right? The goddamn Epstein files, right? Grand Theft Auto 6, all these fucking distractions. Meanwhile, Esau, he's about to implement everybody with the R for the microchip, right? Also known as the mark of the beast, right? And while everybody's fucking distracted on this fucking nonsense, man, this devil's literally putting basically, he's slowly implementing his system, right? What is he doing? He's basically putting different what is it, scan with your palm checkouts, right? He's replacing your jobs with artificial intelligence. Right, he's setting up his system, right, and then they're gonna do some, because you already know what happened last time, when they released the whole Epstein thing started, right after they had the scam dizzle, right, the scamdemic. So you already know they're gonna have some sort of T-word attack, right? Some event,
right? Yeah.
Every year, man, they're doing something.
And guess who Esau's going to use? He's going to use that black woman, Keisha, to start, it's going to start off, part with her. Those fucking demon kids, and it goes into the book of Hosea 4 and 6, my people are destroyed for a lack of knowledge. Because you didn't want to turn to the Lord, you're ultimately a spirit created in vain, set up for judgment if you're not with the Lord Yahweh Shai. And Esau is just going to play you like a fiddle.
And you know why? It's because they trusted in oppression, man. They trusted in Egypt rather than trusting in Yahweh Bashim Yashai. So what are they gonna do, man? They're gonna trust, just like with the C19 JAB, man. They're gonna trust whatever Esau's gonna implement, and that's gonna be the MOTB ultimately, man. After the what's it called, martial law or the Insurrection Act, man. These people, man, they're not gonna bend the knee like last time. These motherfuckers, they're ready to crash out. Right, and while they're doing that, what is Esau doing, man? He's doing what? He's planning to go into Greenland, planning to go into Canada. He already went to Venezuela, and the only reason why he backed out is because they don't stand a chance against fucking China and Russia, man. And so these Edomites know they're through, man.
Basically, he's this big bully, right? And he's basically trying always. You see this with actual Edomites, all the time, whether it's with like business or property or whatever. He's always trying to like force his way into things. Right, I'm trying to basically do this thing called, what is it, blind justice, right? Or try to have always these one-sided agreements, right? One-sided contracts where things favor him, but they don't favor you, right? He's always trying to take things from you, right? This is why this, and what does the scripture say? Wealth gained unjustly is paraphrase.
Yeah, let's get that real quick. Wealth gained unjust. Now it wants to lag, man. Fucking Esau. Yeah, that's right. Wealth gotten by vanity shall be diminished, but he that gathereth by labor shall increase, man. And there's something else I want to bring in the book of Sirach too, man. Man, I believe let's get the book of Sirach. Uh, da, 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 da. It's in Ecclesiasticus chapter 1. And it says here, the one where it says riches gotten by yeah, because no, that's not it. Riches gotten unjustly shall not profit you in the day of wrath. Let's get that. Riches gotten shall not profit you in the day of wrath. Yeah, that's right here. It was actually right here. It's lucky. It's in Proverbs chapter 11, verse 4. It says here, riches profit not in the day of wrath, but righteousness delivereth from death. No, that wasn't. It was in the book of Sirach. Let's see.
Wait, you want to bring that up?
No, it's not Slack. I'm trying to find it. It says here. Scroll down. Bear with me a few moments, Slack here.
Can I bring out a verse?
Yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah, Ecclesiasticus 10 and 8. Because of unrighteous dealings, injuries, and riches got by deceit, the kingdom is translated from one people to another. Alright, so these people have done so much egregious behavior. I mean, you look at even the Native Americans. They come in, and Esau just bulldozes their land, takes their land, gives them nothing. Alright? Our people's land just burns the shit up. Alright? Everything he does, he takes. That's what this devil does, man. No, he's a fucking bully. He always tries to use his sword, and he's gonna have to pay because of it, man. These people don't want to understand that they're gonna go into captivity soon. And this is the book of Job.
Yeah, this is the book of Isaiah 13 and 15. It says, "Everyone that is found shall be thrust through, and everyone that is joined unto them shall fall by the sword." Right. So a lot of these people, they're going to be finished, right? And the rest of them are going to get put into captivity. But there's a huge judgment, right? Now I mentioned earlier, right? You see these like Hollywood films, right? Like World War Z or like whatever your chaos film, right? Like whatever end of the world type style film, right? These people, they're freaking the fuck out, right? They're literally. They're literally like, screaming, trying to take airplanes, right, while there's nuclear missiles going off. Like, there's no escaping the wrath of the Lord. But the Lord, man, the Lord, He has our backs, man. We don't have to worry about that. We're actually hoping for that day of destruction to come. We don't want to be here for another, we don't want to be here by the end of this year, man. Right?
Yeah, but everything's on the Lord's time, man. Anyways, we'll just continue with Malachi too, man. Man. So while these Edomites, man, were causing all these distractions, man, these motherfuckers been invading one another, right? And it goes along with, and they covered fields and take them by violence and houses and take them away. So so they oppress a man in his house, even a man in his heritage, right? So not only will these motherfuckers, go and take your shit, man. They also gotta try to claim ownership of your heritage. How they do that, man? they might steal some of your treasures and then put it in their fucking museum and says, no, you can't buy this, or you can't have this back because it's part of like a fucking UNESCO heritage site or some shit like that, man. And it goes to show you, man, that it goes to show you the fucking greed of these damn devils, man. Yeah, and that's why the scripture says, has he not stolen enough? Let's get that. Has he not stolen enough? Yes. Yeah, Obadiah chapter 1 verse 5. Jumping back to Obadiah, if thieves came to thee, if robbers by night, how art thou cut off? Would they not have stolen till they had enough? If grave gatherers came to thee, they would not leave some graves, man. Because why, man? The scriptures talk about Esau's desires being fucking insatiable, man. That's why this damn devil he wants to fucking microchip everyone, man. Man, because this damn devil can never have enough.
He fantasizes about like hacking humans and like having complete control, right? The being already in the top of society, right, wasn't enough, right? Having all this money and power and being able to traffic children wasn't enough of this. He wants to go a step further and have control over your fucking brain. Have everybody microchipped. On top of that, his agenda, you will own nothing and be happy, right? That's why they're putting on everybody on subscriptions, right? And then on top of that, then you're not gonna be able to own a fucking house, a car. That's what this devil wants. It's gonna come a point where the Lord's just gonna fuck, right?
Yeah, that's right, man. That's why it says in the book of Obadiah, man, when he's about to fill his belly. Let's get that. When.
Job.
Yeah, the book of that con when he is about. Yeah, in the book of Job, chapter 20, verse 23, it says when he is about to fill his belly, Yahweh shall cast the fear of his wrath upon him and shall rain it upon him while he's eating, man. So in the midst of eating, or in the midst of him microchipping everyone, right, spraying his RFID, which the elected are going to be spared from, Lord willing, Yahweh and Yahweh, that's how we pray that we be part of that number. Or the Lord, man, he's gonna send them ICBM nuclear missiles to destroy his fucking ass, man. And during stalking and during the midst of all these chaos, man, just like those judgment videos you see on Instagram, man, that's the people you see.
Lord.
Yeah, that's the Lord, man.
But the Lord, he's showing like what could happen, like what is like the number one, you should fear the Lord. Number two, what's going to happen to a lot of these people. Like he's showing basically like a sneak peek, right? Because this is the Lord's movie, man, right? So you're showing, you're going to see a sneak peek of what's actually going to go down, what's actually going to happen, right?
And it's going to be a lot worse than that, man.
You're gonna see heads chopped off in the streets, just like rolling heads, like fucking like you see like a tennis ball or basketball like on the sidewalk, like you're gonna see like a head on a fucking sidewalk. You're gonna see just people screaming, right? You're gonna see like zombies. It's really gonna get fucking crazy out here, right? And that's an amazing thing because these people, they were the same people there that scoffed at the prophets, right? Say, what is this man talking about, or the end of the world? That's never going to happen. That's never going to happen in our lifetime, right?
Amen. These people are going to believe soon, man, because the stuff you see in the movies and on Instagram, that's the shit that you see on screen. Imagine all the deaths, man, all the horrific shit that you're going to see off screen, man.
It doesn't happen. People think the end of the world will happen until, or they're not going to die until something happens to them, right? And it's really going to start to affect everybody. That when there's no power, right? When there's no food, right? No electricity, right? Bring that up. Let's go.
This is the book of 2 Kings, chapter 6 and 29. So we cooked my son and ate him. Then the next day I said to her, kill your son so we could eat him. But she has hidden her son.
Yeah, that's a spirit that goes into Lamentations like 4 and 10, I believe. Right? These people, they were basically eating Eve was eating her own children, man. And you're gonna see that happen. Now, and you're already seeing that happen in the green tree, right? I think it was like a year and a half ago, like some lady, she literally, I don't know if it was back in like, it was in like Iowa or something, but she literally ate her own, put her own butt. This is the nanny put fucking kids in the microwave in the fucking oven. You know what I'm saying? Like this crazy, crazy shit, right? And what's it called? Like the same thing is gonna literally happen, right? Where these people are just gonna eat, they're gonna play like a spin the bottle game and figure out who they're gonna eat, right? Because it's gonna get so bad for them, And Esau, he fantasizes about like prepping for the end of the world, but it's not gonna work like that for him. The Lord's gonna make it be a terrible, slow, and painful death.
You're even seeing these Keishas, man. They're in the spirit of leaving their babies in the crib. These people go out on weekend trips. They leave their 12-month-old baby in the fucking house.
Going on
they go to Miami.
You're going on a Carnival cruise ship, and you leave your fucking baby in the crib. You're over here in Puerto Rico for 2 fucking weeks.
Unattended for. Nobody there. Your fucking baby.
And you just, I forgot. Then you start crying after your fucking baby.
That spirit already is coming out.
Yeah, these women are gonna leaving their baby to die of like starvation or thirst, man. Yahweh Bashim Yahshai, man, he got a special judgment for you people, man. This is the book of Revelation, chapter 9, verse 6. In those days, men shall seek death and shall not find it, and shall desire to die, and death shall flee from them, man. These motherfuckers, man, they'll try to commit suicide, and the apostle, the apostle Tahar, he said like one of the worst ways a person can go out is starvation, man. Like you want to die, but you can't, man.
Most people they don't know how that feels because they're gonna experience it for the first fucking time in their life, right? Where they're gonna go literally, days without eating, and then it's gonna without food, water. And people are outside raping each other, there's most of the scriptures say they shall seek death but not be able to find it, right?
Yeah.
But these people, they're gonna it's gonna be so bad, man. They're gonna try to die, but they're not gonna have the energy to fucking die.
Because your average person is not going more than a couple of hours without eating. Especially these people here eating GMOs and shit. The moment that they go a day without food, they're already gonna start killing each other.
It's because their bodies is so used to constantly eating, man, and that's the thing, man. In Babylon the Great, compared to Asia or Europe, man, like the food there, although it's a lot or plentiful, quote unquote, it actually lacks nutrition, man. Like you go to another country, the portion might be small, but it'll be enough to fill you up because as packed with nutrients. Versus you go to Babylon, you might eat a whole potato, but you still feel hungry because why? It doesn't have that nutrients to sustain your body, man. And so when that famine hits, man, you people are really gonna feel it, man.
Yeah, this is the book of John 8:44. Just going on back on topic. It's the book of John 8:44. It says, "Ye are your father the devil, and the lust of your father you will do. He was a murderer from the beginning, and abode not in the truth, because there is no truth in him. When he speaketh a lie, he speaketh of his own, for he is a liar and the father of it." Right? These people, they're forgers of lies, right? Like the book of Job says, and destruction is coming to them, man. Right? King David, he says, "I hate them with a perfect hatred." Right? We hate these people, and the Lord hates them too. He's really gonna fucking destroy these people, man. They're not gonna be. There's no grafting in for these fucking devils. They're gonna get grafted into fucking slavery. That's their fate, and then they're gonna be fucking destroyed. Right? After those 1,000 years of hardcore slavery, man.
And we're gonna jump back to the book of Obadiah, man. We're gonna wrap this up. It says here, and the house of Jacob shall be, Obadiah chapter 1 verse 18, and the house of Jacob shall be a fire, and the house of Joseph a flame, and the house of Esau for stubble, and they shall kindle them and devour them, and there shall not be any remaining from the house of Esau, for the Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahushai has spoken it, man. So for all the atrocities, man, and the shit that they're still continuing to do, man, letting people suffer, not treating their illnesses, just letting them suffer through what their pharmakia, their witchcraft.
Yeah, like Esau, he literally like Esau literally made his patients crawl in the hospital like imagine that you're dying in the hospital and you have to crawl to the doctor's office, man. Like that's how the society is dying. The love of many wax cold, right? And it's gonna wax even like worse, right? Imagine that day where nobody wants to share no food, right? Nobody wants to share the last drop of water, right? It's gonna get really bad for these people, man.
Yeah, that's right, man. That's why having the fear of Yahweh Bashim Yahshua and that wisdom of knowledge, man, is gonna save you, man. Man, because if the Lord's not dealing with you, man, your ass is grass, man. Let's get that. All right, this is the book of Isaiah, chapter 33, verse 6, and it says here, "And wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times, and the strength of salvation, and the fear of the Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahshua is his treasure, man." And that's what we hope to have, and keep during these times, man. When all hell breaks loose, which is soon.
Yep. We're supposed to have the fear of the Lord, and we're supposed to have oil in our lamps, right? We're not supposed to be like these other fucking people worried about fucking football games and the Olympics and all this bullshit World Cup. Whatever the fuck the Sharks and Esau has planned, right? We're not supposed to be like these fucking people, man. We're supposed to be gathering this wisdom, knowledge, understanding, right? We're supposed to continue to sing the new songs, right? We're speaking about the prophecies, the mark of the beast, right? Famine of the word, right? The destruction that's coming, right? We're trying to destruction of Babylon, right? We're trying to sing we'll sing the new songs, which is actually speaking about these upcoming prophecies, right? We need to continue prophesying, and we're not going to get distracted by all these other things, right? And the Lord, He's going to take care of the rest, right? He's going to allow us to have vengeance on these heathens, right? You know what I'm saying? All these people that mocked us, scoffed at us, right? He's going to put judgment onto them, right?
Come on, that's right, yeah, and the scriptures talk about, the number one thing that we should prepare is, right, the Lord, command us to prepare our minds, because that's the only thing that we need to do to prepare, right? That's we're not supposed to have this scaredy spirit or whatever on us, man. We're supposed to what, man, have that complete trust in Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, right? All right, this is the book of 1 Peter, chapter 1, verse 13, and it says here, "Wherefore gird up the loins of your mind, be sober," right? Not having the cares of this world or whatever, man, and hope to the end that for the grace that is to be brought unto you, that the revelation of Yahweh Shai Hamashiach, man, because that's our only hope and ticket to get out of here, man. Because if that blood's not covered upon you, man, if you don't have that hope, man, if you don't have that fear, man, your ass is grass, man. That's the only thing you can trust on, man. Not no damn gun, not no sword, man. Not the stuff in your house, not your damn Jeep, not your truck, man. Not the people around you. This is Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, man. Yeah, well, of course, we're gonna stay with the brotherhood, but our main faith is in the Lord, man. And the Lord's gonna keep His men together. I don't want this out. We be part of that number. So brothers, do you have anything else you want to bring out?
No, that's it.
All right, so with that, we're gonna end off the lesson right there. Hope this lesson has been edifying. You too, sincere Akim and Akwath. And with that, I'd like to say, Call Halayim La, Abanawa, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rukah, Kadash. Double honors and respect to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well and taught us His truth. I would also like to say much love, peace, and salutations to the Lord's elect, the hopeful elect in 1/3. This is Brother Salah. And with that, we just say Shalom.